Why do we need to get, because some parent, I mean, it is a little bit inconvenient for parents, and I think it would help if parents understood why it is we do this.
Yes, we have been working with what we call PLCs. It stands for Professional Learning Communities. And those times on those early release Wednesdays, in addition to some other time, it's not just those times that we've been able to work out in our schedule. So essentially 3 Wednesdays a month, including those early dismissal times, are dedicated for our staff to work in those professional learning communities. That's an opportunity for staff to look at data for students on different kind of assessments. It gives us a chance to look at research. It gives us a chance to do a thing called, to be results-oriented, data-driven, but it gives us a chance to do a thing called shared inquiry. And that inquiry looks at our practice, and it allows us to look at it with a critical eye to say, what is it that we need to do more of that's working? What is it that we need to do less of that isn't working? And a critical step in that is called action research then. And action research doesn't mean a full-blown dissertation or a giant research study. It means those things that can impact us in a very direct and specific manner in a positive way as it relates to student achievement. So that time that teachers have together allows them to build support systems for students. It allows them to look at the basic fundamental underpinnings of the why we do things, the way we do things, and then to propose changes that will help, and that's the action research part, that will help improve learning for our students. It's a chance for teachers to be collaborative, which is also part of professional development, or professional learning communities concepts. And we're guided by our values and our vision and our mission statement here in the district. That's what guides those meetings. So it is extremely valuable time that's turned back into an investment for helping us improve our learning for students.
Can you talk about, I know we've tabled the central piece, and I know that there is some differences in what Central is requesting to happen, but in light of your explanation of the PLCs and talk about how the similarities, if you will, of the request for Central.
Yeah, I know Dr. Suter, the next board meeting I'm going to ask her actually to stand up and make a presentation and talk about the benefits, but they are some of the exact same benefits that I just described in the PLC are going to be afforded those teachers in actually a more significant block of time. They're going, and I don't know their agendas yet, but they're going to be able to do some things in a larger block of time that they might not otherwise have the chance to do. Sometimes some of those professional learning community times that I just described run out of time. And even if 1 or 2 teachers leave in some of those meetings, you've lost some continuity. What Central's going to be able to do is have a larger block of time to do some of those exact same types of things that I just described, Reverend Tyus.
Right, and I think she talked about both horizontal and vertical collaboration amongst their staff, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and that's available right now. We do some of that with the traditional PLC time, but when you have what we mean by vertical and horizontal would be meeting with all the teachers, for example, across one department or across one grade level. Sometimes it's just as important because those teachers are dealing with the kids that are all in that grade level. But sometimes it's just as important and sometimes more important to understand what our curriculum looks like above and below a particular grade level. So we meet vertically that will cross grade levels, that may have all the primary grade levels together. And there's some real advantage to doing that when it comes to aligning with standards and aligning with curriculum. And when you're beginning to talk about, especially in a multi-age non-graded setting, that kind of planning across levels